Welcome to another edition of Stogie Palace. I'm your host, Chris. Today I have the Camacho Triple Maduro, which has already been lit because there was a glitch in the recording. So what you missed was the light, but also did my nice Calibri V cut there. Nice big band, and it also had a foot band too. Of course, with the Triple Maduro, lots of cocoa-y type of flavors. It's a 5x50 robusto, rated as full strength. We got it on $5 each in a 5-pack from Cigar bid. Been aging for 2 weeks. So it says Triple Maduro, but technically it's 5 different Maduros. You got your wrapper, which is San Andreas, one of my favorites. You have binder, Corojo Maduro, and you have, for filler, Honduras, Dominican, and Brazilian Maduro. So far, putting off thick smoke. A little uneven on the burn there for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't last too long and it catches up. Big band, I'll have to take that off earlier than I normally would. Yeah, the smoke this is putting off in both the cap and the foot is this thicker, browner, real dense smoke. I have smoked another cigar it was all Connecticut broadleaf, like all wrapper, but it was the Tatuaje La Casita Criollo. Wasn't bad, wasn't great. It was pretty decent. So I don't know how this one will be compared to that. It's weird having all Maduros inside and out. Just like that one was like having all wrapper inside and out. That is some really thick smoke right there. There's probably some strength in this. I mean, it's rated full strength, but I mean, I can tell here at the beginning that a little peppery, maybe a little bit of bitterness in there, which kind of go hand in hand. All right, well, not a bad start. A little concerned about that uneven burn, but we'll have to see how that goes. Check in later. Wow. A lot of smoke still. 25 minutes into this Camacho Triple Maduro. I did have to do a touch-up because the canoeing was too much so soon, and now I think it's starting that way again. This looks like a pretty thick San Andreas wrapper. Looks good. Big old vein running down the center of it there. The ash is kind of flaky. This is kind of long for this one so far, so it's kind of flaking off. Flavors, it's real short finish, I'll say that, but I'm just not getting a whole bunch of flavor in there. I did try a retro, it seemed a little rough. I'm getting after about the first half inch or so, I did start getting some sweetness, which would make some sense with all that Maduro going on. It was a different kind of flavor, one of those hard to pin on what it was, but not a lot of it though. It's not as rich and cocoa-y as a lot of San Andreas that I smoked are. I have a feeling, I have a sense that there's some strength lurking behind here, but not necessarily loaded with flavor and aroma. See, that's some thick smoke right there. It's nice. It's not foul by any means. It's not overwhelming me. Now, granted, this is young as far as I usually wait a month before I smoke a cigar. This has only been 2 weeks. Really good draw. Really good smoke output. Burn line, yeah, it's still a little weird there. But yeah, I did pick up an interesting flavor. Real short though. I mean, the finish is gone just like that. So let's keep on going. About 45 minutes in. The ash is kind of weird there, kind of crooked, and the burn is doing that little canoe again. So yeah, it's not getting real high marks for construction. I'll do a second touch up, just straighten out that little canoe action there. For a San Andreas, I'm not getting the flavors I normally get with a San Andreas. It's got a great draw. The ash, this is the longest it's held on. It's not as flaky here in the middle third, but I'm just not getting a whole lot of flavor out of it. I have a feeling this could be one of those strength bombs that's not necessarily a flavor bomb. Of course, I can't help but compare it to the Camacho Corojo, which technically is listed on Camacho's website as being stronger, the intensity level they call it. And here's the band. This thing is pretty big. It's about half the size of a dollar bill. And it has some stuff on it. Let's see, what does it say? It says Triple Maduro. It's our big, bold smoke for our big, bold smokers. Handmade in Honduras and infamous since 1962 is what it says on there too. On their website, the description says, Camacho, or this is the world's only all Maduro cigar. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good thing or not. The infamous black leaf through and through, dark, rich, full on flavor. It didn't say full of flavor, full on flavor. It's our big bold smoke for our big bold smokers. Want it? Want in? Right this way. The Camacho Triple Maduro is one of the world's greatest innovations in cigar making. That is, aside from development of the triangle-shaped cigar, no other Maduro in existence can deliver the unique flavor impact that ours can. With this cigar, the true passion of our make comes to life. To build the Triple Maduro, it takes an immense amount of patience and an undeniable amount of skill. When you blend multiple Maduro tobaccos, most of the time it doesn't quite work out. Either combustion is poor, which is not a problem here, or simply the taste is not there, which kind of is a little problem here. That's why it took us over 84 tries to get the perfect recipe. We'll leave cute to others and stick to what we do best, bending the rules of what's possible. Well, I will not lie, I had quite high hopes for this cigar, and so far it's not quite living up to them. The Corojo and the Corojo Maduro are, to me, both better than this. I can't describe a flavor to you because just not getting a whole lot. I mean, there's some subtleties in there, but it's for all that, especially the San Andreas, you would think I'd be getting more cocoa and more deep, rich flavors. The retro's a little rough. And that's pretty strong too. Real peppery, burny kind of thing there. So based on their own website, I guess it's not the easiest thing to make a cigar that's all Maduro. Maybe it'll do better in time, but the only thing I'm worried about with letting it age for a long time is that, yeah, maybe some of the nicotine will come out of it, which I'm not sensing it yet. I have a feeling that it's there, but I'm not really feeling anything yet. But when I like aging a cigar, I like to taper off the nicotine, but maybe, the burn will be a little bit better, the flavors will be smoother. I'm just not, I'll have to do a follow-up on this one later on, like I'm talking 6 months later on, because I'm not getting a whole lot of flavor now. I don't know why I would get more later. But, you know, let's keep plugging away. Just about an hour and 6 minutes in, and easily into the final third here. Ash holding on okay, but it's kind of flowering outward there, as you can see. The burn line has been little islands of tobacco not burning. I guess this must be a thick, either a thick Maduro wrapper, or the San Andreas wrapper, or the binders causing that, but kind of an uneven burn. I would say flavors are kind of woody and leathery, but not a whole lot of it, and really short finish. Smoke output is great, draw is great, but flavors are just kind of, I didn't think that would ever be the case with something that's all Maduro, inside and out. You know, with the filler, sometimes they say it's just for strength and not for flavor, but I think in other cigars, like, I gotta compare it again to the Camacho Corojo, where the filler maybe is marrying better with the binder or the wrapper, and it's just working out better. This is just not loaded with it. Hasn't gone out, just had to do the touch-ups, 2 of them so far. So it's burned good. This is probably gonna go hour and 25, hour and 30 probably. Seemed to go faster for a while, slowed down the middle. The middle part was probably the best part. But let's keep on going. Well, an hour and 27 minutes in. Essentially went out by itself, and I have not left it. I was paying attention to it, just was getting tougher and tougher to get anything out of, so gave it a little relight, came back okay. But apparently this isn't really a new cigar. I mean, I saw a video review that was 6 years old. Now, have they changed it since then? I don't know. I know they put new bands on it, and they big advertising push, their new logos and stuff, and so this is a 2015 cigar. So this review is based on the newer ones. But I saw some of the same things that I'm saying in that other video review, where burn line could be better. Flavors, well, that one said more flavors. I'm just not getting a whole lot of flavors out of this. It's not your typical San Andreas, which for me is almost all score 94 above, just right off the bat, just because that San Andreas is so nice, but it's not cutting it in this one for some reason. I'll try aging it. I'll try a follow-up, because maybe the tobaccos will marry together better with time. I don't know. I don't know if it'll fix some of the problems I had with this. Quite often when I'm scoring on a curve, looking at other reviews, but this one on its own, some of the markdowns I had bring it down to a certain level right where it belongs. So a lot of times I'm not checking off the categories where it's failing to bring the score down. I just come up with the number based on, you know, other cigars. But I don't know if there's potential in this one in aging. I really don't. And the score of 93, you're probably saying, wow, that seems awful high for the way it's been going. And it probably is. I'm just looking at what I've smoked before, and I go, well, it's better than this one, not better than that one. It's a low 93, I'll say that. There's a whole bunch of 93 in my book, and this would be on the lower end of it. Not quite as far down as a 92 or 91 based on those cigars. Starting to get warm now too, so it's an hour and a half basically cigar, hour and 35 tops, and I don't see really any point in going any further. The wrapper is holding together here. It's not expanding or getting too squishy or falling apart, but that's partly because it must be a thick San Andreas to hold together that well, but also that thick San Andreas made it burn wonky. There was little canoes here and there, you know, little sliver of of not burning here or there, and then spreads out like that, you know, when it does. So it's good. It's not great. I was expecting more out of it, to be honest with you. I thought it would be better than the Corojo. I really did. But no, those Corojos are damn good. The more time that goes by, those Camacho Corojos are seeming better and better. So this is Chris at the Stogie Palace with the Camacho Triple Maduro. This is a 2015 one, fairly new one. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, especially that Corojo and the Corojo Maduro, both really good. And I'll see you later.